Spicy tuna dog, table 10.
Hands down, one of the best restaurants in town.
What makes the place so good?
The focus on seafood and the freshest seafood.
Have your Baja fish tacos here.
It's chill, it's relaxed, it's very Keys.
As in the Florida Keys. And owner John Marabella is keeping things fresh by putting his Navy experience to good use.
I was a nuclear operator on a submarine, and I was also a ship's diver. That was my second job.
John can go out and dive and get fish that rod and hook fishermen are unable to get.
So spiny lobster, you also harvest these off the bottom as well?
As a diver, you catch them with a net or with a thing or with your hands.
Oh, with a thing.
A thing. I don't use the thing. That's why I called it a thing.
All right, what's on the menu today?
All right, lobster enchiladas. We make Poblano enchilada sauce. Starts with fresh poblanos.
Char them, cover plastic wrap them, skin them and seed them.
That's correct. Butter and our onions. Garlic, saute it up. We're going there. Puree this up. We add a little chicken stock to cool it. Move to here. Fresh roasted peeled poblanos. Put a little chicken stock in. Puree this up.
Okay, everybody in the pool, what else are we dragging?
Cumin, black pepper, taco seasoning, salt, and cilantro.
Got it.
We got this fresh lobster. We're gonna take him apart. This is the tamale.
Right.
That's good stuff right there. We're gonna take the meat out of the shell.
Warm water lobster, that's beautiful.
White wine. Gonna par cook this. Let's throw in that tamale, because that's pure flavor.
That's awesome.
We're gonna assemble some lobster enchiladas. Fresh tortillas, throw them on a grill. Poblano sauce, lobster meat, cheese. Simple enough. A little more cheese, tomatoes.
Roast with the tomatoes.
These are gonna go in the oven.
Okay.
Plate them. Sauce, fresh broccoli, our lobster tail garnish. Voila.
Your appreciation for harvesting, bringing it in, everything from cooking the tamale in with the lobster meat and poaching it just a little bit of white wine, just to where it's just done, that's real deal.
A lobster in an enchilada, you would think it's gonna be that tough, chewy, that's money.
If you're gonna call it lobster enchilada, you gotta really deliver. That delivers. That's legit, man. Hunter, do you want another bite?
I'll take the plate.
Great, Chef, you wanna go ahead and make Hunter up some? He'd really like to have his
Come
own.
on.
Lobster enchilada here. You have the sweetness of the lobster and a little bit of heat from the poblano sauce.
Just melt in your mouth, delightful.
So when I first heard about Florida, one of the terms I heard was snowbird. I said, what's a snowbird? Well, it's everybody that wants to avoid the snow. They fly on down to Florida, enjoy the great weather. So how do you feed all these East Coast folks when they come down to Key Largo? If they want some real deal, old school Italian-American food, well, you bring them right here to DiGiorgio's Cafe Largo.
Seafood risotto,
They brought a little taste of Italy to the Keys.
chicken marsala in the window.
Hands down, the best Italian food you're gonna find anywhere.
Coming from the DiGiorgio family cookbook that Robert inherited from his restaurateur father, Pasquale. When did you come over from Italy?
In 1962, I was 21.
What year did you open your first restaurant in Miami?
1968.
Robert followed in his dad's footsteps and opened this joint in 1992, doing his own take on the family classics.
Truffle lobster mac and cheese.
Truffle lobster mac and cheese is to die for.
The pasta is fresh. It's made from scratch.
Well, we have a pasta extruder here that my father bought and handed down to me.
Beautiful machine.
We're gonna make a version of cavatelli here.
Okay.
You have two different kinds of semolina. One's grainier, one's more powdery. Put them in the hopper of the pasta machine.
Okay.
Salt, pepper, garlic powder combination.
Then we go with the eggs.
We add water until we get the desired texture.
Look at this. Can I just have one of these in my house? Oh, look at how gentle it is. Throw me some soft music behind this, please. Somewhere turning. Like little tears of angels. Gorgeous.
We're gonna take our whole fresh Florida lobster. We're gonna let it cook for a few minutes. And we're gonna add our celery, carrots, and onions.
A little garlic.
Cracked black pepper. Our brandy.
Brandy makes a dandy.
Gotta add my water.
Okay. Now, how long is this gonna sit here?
About 2.5 hours.
Awesome. Strain it.
Let's get our frying pan hot. Some of our reduced stock. Ready to add our heavy cream.
Let that reduce a bit.
We're gonna add a little roux to thicken it up. Then we have a combination Asiago, Fontina, Parmesan, mozzarella, little smoked provolone in there.
Living on the edge.
Fold in our lobster,
There we go.
our house-made cavatelli.
There's a ton of cheese in there.
house-made truffle breadcrumbs.
Okay. And then we're gonna throw it in the salamander, toast off the breadcrumbs,
Top of
and
it.
then we're ready to serve.
We're ready to go.
Okay. A multi-generational spot in Ottawa, Canada, keeping a seafood tradition alive. It's Pelican Seafood Market and Grill.
We'll come and pick up some salmon and take it home and prepare. Other nights when you just feel like going out and being pampered, come here and have lobster poutine.
You come to Canada, you get big about the poutine.
But this isn't normal poutine.
Lots of nice, meaty lobster. The gravy, it's a lobster bisque blend. The combination blew me away.
Poutine is typically fries topped with beef gravy with curds, but we're taking it to lobster.
We're taking it to Lobster Town.
Is there a lobster town in Ottawa? Now there is.
Right here, right
Now
here.
there is.
Start with the stock. Put our raw lobster bodies right on top of our mirepoix. It's gonna go in the oven.
How long?
2 to 3 hours. Deglaze it with the white wine right now. Right into the pot here.
Okay. Water, bay leaf, and peppercorn. And how long are we gonna let this go?
3 hours.
Next up.
We are gonna make the lobster bisque.
Okay.
Olive oil, white onion, red pepper, orange carrots.
Because they're out of the blue ones.
We got our lobster stock, and we're gonna get this pureed.
Say hello to my little friend.
Thicken this up with our butter and flour. Roux.
This is the longest stock in the world.
Time for her to go back in.
All right.
Our brandy and our Jägermeister secret weapon here. Right into our mixture and cream.
This is the bisque that you're serving in the restaurant all the time?
Yes, we're gonna turn it into a lobster gravy.
All right, start it up.
Mascarpone and our cream cheese.
We still have cheese curds to come.
You got it.
Is there a swimsuit season here in Ottawa?
For about a month.
That's when I'm not gonna eat the cheese curds. Bring on the lobster.
Let's take out our lobby straight from the steamer.
Do you steam them per order?
Yeah.
When you say lobster poutine, you're not joking.
Fries. So we cut them by hand every day. Cheese for the gravy, and we're gonna put the rest right on top of the fries. Gravy. Chives.
What was the noise that just happened?
You gotta make that noise if you want it to fall nicely, you know?
Never in the history of Triple D have we ever had a sound effect seasoning. I respect the full swing of the bat here. And I'm thinking I'm gonna get bits of lobster sprinkled inside of the poutine, but when you get it served in the body of the lobster, and this is higher end, wow. I'm getting all that brandy flavor. Next level with the cream cheese and the mascarpone, grape fries, delicious dish, well done.
Right on.
Lobster poutine. This ranks probably as one of the best poutines I've ever had, and believe me, I've had a lot of poutines.
The sauce is super silky, and it's perfect.
This whole dish is so Canadian.
It's an exciting taste.
Kind of a down-home Southern flavor.
You know Damaris Phillips, one of our judges, one of our competitors on Triple G. So it's legit, right?
It's so good.
And for this Louisville native, it's super familiar. She said it's right next to my parents' old house.
Literally next door. When we were little kids, this was a tire shop called Don't Boot That Tire, Cap It.
What it?
Don't boot that tire, guy. Cap it.
Oh, I think Seafood Lady sounds way better.
It's kind of a hole in the wall, but it's always a line out the door.
I mean, this just has so much personality.
It does.
It's Saturday, I sing here.
The Seafood Lady has a lounge.
And it's a lot of great food.
For you, ma'am, we have the Hawk.
The Hawk is fried lobster, fried shrimp, and a buttermilk waffle.
Fried lobster and waffles, my life is complete.
So what are we making now?
We're gonna make a house-made waffle. We're gonna put flour, baking powder, sugar, salt, little oil, 2 eggs, vanilla, milk. I like it a little thick so I can get a really fluffy waffle.
All right.
We're gonna make the dry batter for the lobster and the shrimp.
Okay.
Yellow cornmeal.
And this again is one of Grandpa's?
Yes, all Grandpa's secrets. Flour, onion powder, granulated garlic, cayenne pepper, paprika, adobo, black pepper, sea salt, and thyme.
Gotta have the time. Now what happened?
Pop this sucker open, pull him out,
Like old school dinner house style,
and then we'll batter the shrimp.
deep fry the whole tail and the shell.
All right, we're gonna pull the waffle out.
Okay.
We're gonna top it with the deep fried lobster, deep fried shrimp, sriracha mayo, parsley, and we serve it with serve. There you have it, the Hulk.
That's a good looking lobster tail.
Thank you.
The dredge, out of bounds. It's not heavy, not too much. You don't overcook your seafood, which is great. You got that seafood hand, you get a piece of waffle, tear off a chunk of that shrimp, and a little bit of this sauce. That's a bite right there.
Order up, Hulk!
The fried lobster is just definition of amazing.
Mixed with the buttermilk waffle. I really can't explain it, but it dances in my mouth and it works perfectly.
Lobster and cheesy fry up.
No other place in Louisville compares to the seafood lake.
There's a line of people outside right now, and I know why. Because you're killing it. This is funky. You might be up there in the championship dive joints of Triple D. Now, you watch Triple D, you know I love Italian food. It's gotta be handmade, it's gotta be homemade, it's gotta be the real deal. And from what the locals tell me, Reno's place is all that.
Lobster for Diablo over pappardelle.
Best food in Boston.
Tenderloin?
So is second-generation owner, Tony DeCenzo.
Jim Scampi up.
Were you born in Italy?
Born in Italy, migrated here with my family in '85. My parents bought the business. We're ready to retire in like '94, and I've had it ever since.
I have a lobster ravioli. The ravioli is made fresh, just very delicious.
All right, what are we making first, boss?
Okay, we're gonna boil some lobsters.
Okay.
For our lobster raviolis, we have 2 lobsters, about 1.5 pounds each.
Is it water seasoned?
Yeah, a little salt. Drop them in there.
For about
30
15 minutes? 10, 15 minutes. Okay, when these get done, we'll get started.
Yeah, we're gonna shock them in our ice bath.
So we stop the cooking process.
Okay, now we're gonna take all the meat out, the tail, the claw.
This is for the filling?
Yes.
All right, so we get all the lobster meat out?
And the legs also.
We're gonna roll out the legs.
Yes.
This is actually going to be quite comical. His big hands and this. Get after it, boss. Squeezing all the meat right out of it. Look at that, like lobster sausage. That meat is super sweet and super tasty. A lot of work for a little lobster. So this gets us the bowl of lobster. Now we chop it up, do a little saute on it.
Some extra virgin olive oil, some shallots.
Where do you get your olive oil from?
Italy.
Of course. We got the chopped up lobster meat.
There we go. Okay, a little fresh parsley.
Italian parsley?
Yes, salt, pepper.
And that's all she wrote.
Yeah, pull it off the heat.
Let it cool down.
About a half an hour.
Somebody's got a trap. Can't we just eat it like that?
I know, it's delicious. Okay, you ready?
Go.
We're gonna make our filling. Fresh ricotta.
Where are you getting the ricotta from?
From Italy also.
What, do you have like a tram that goes back and forth?
Nothing but the best.
A Parmigiano Reggiano?
Parmigiano Reggiano. Some parsley, salt, pepper, a chilled lobster meat.
All right, brother.
Just fold it. I like to leave it chunky.
Yes. No, I want some texture.
None of this pureed stuff.
No, I want chunk of lobster.
There you go. That's right.
So we got this ready. Next thing is making the pasta.
Exactly, yes.
Please, will we eat soon?
Yes, we will, yes.
Killing.
The flour, make the well, where we're gonna add our eggs.
We make pasta at home quite a bit, my boys and I.
This is how my grandmother taught me, my mother.
This is how we do it.
Add the eggs, then a little salt, a little extra virgin olive oil.
Because our pitchfork is in the shop, we're gonna whip the eggs with this. Each time he mixes it around, a little bit more flour catches in, incorporating into the eggs.
Now it's kind of like pasty. We can start folding in the flour.
And now just as much flour will stick to it as it can. And do you do all the prep and everything in this little kitchen?
Yes.
We're making a sheeted pasta. We want to gently do this. So you start this on the largest number.
Exactly. And we're going to work our way down to like 2.5.
Wow, look at this. There should be music to this right now. This should be a video.
When I get towards the end, we're going to fold it, make it a little bit more wider, better consistency.
So it really fits inside of the ravioli mold.
Exactly. There you go. A little flour right on top of the mold. Just press it in a little bit because that's where the filling's going to go in.
Wow. You don't skimp on the filling.
Nope.
I just want you to see this. That right there is plenty. But that is how much you put in a ravioli here. Crazy. Now we do another sheet.
Yep, right on top. Press down, send the 2 pastas sealed together. Flip it over.
1, 2.
Take the mold off and then cut it with the dough cutter. See where the ridges are? Then what we do is press them on all sides.
Make sure that they seal. There's no air in these. Then you hit a little flour, put them on a sheet tray.
What we'll do is we'll freeze them.
They'll seal even better, and then you're off to go.
We're gonna make the lobster ravioli sauce now.
Fantastic.
Some extra virgin olive oil, shallots, lobster meat.
Seriously?
Yeah, salt, pepper, let that sweat a little bit. Next, we'll add our brandy.
Oh, that what happened?
Yeah, that's what I have.
What it is?
Yes, that's what it is. Once it's done flaming, 1 tomato sauce, heavy cream, butter, take some fresh basil. Now we're gonna let it reduce.
We're gonna put this onto the 15-step ravioli.
Put in 8 raviolis to an order for about 2.5 minutes.
We want to have this on a simmer boil, not a rapid boil, so you don't beat these things up.
Exactly.
Ravi's your float?
Yes, let them drain, add in their sauce. Now a little grated cheese, Parmigiano Reggiano.
Here comes the monster meal.
Just drop them right in there. Lobster ravioli.
I can feel the firmness of the pasta. Oh, that's ridiculous. I don't know if I should hug you or kidnap you to California.